about Universe at War that's unique is that we're kind of going back to, we have 3 completely different factions. They play completely different, they gather resources completely different. You have to get really familiar with each faction in order to be very good with it. You're not going to pick up the game and be, have all the tactics mastered for the hierarchy in, a day or 2. It's going to take you a couple weeks to actually master all the tactics and the different strategies. Harkening back to StarCraft and how each one of those factions was completely different. The hierarchy they're kind of these monstrous war machines. Not only is it your base, but it's also a moving base. We have a habitat walker, which is kind of your barracks, but it's on 4 legs and it progresses across the screen, and you can create units as you're moving across the screen. Well, on each one of these massive walkers are several hard points that you can customize. If you want the walker to be more survivable, you can customize one of the hard points to be armor, so it's harder to get through, it's harder to defeat that walker. The hierarchy are hard to track down where they're at. You can send them straight at the enemy's base and they can stomp on buildings. They're so big that they'll blow up buildings just by walking on them. The Novus, I kind of think of them as like an iPod race. They're really, really small sentient robots that are fast and agile. You're not spreading out and moving all over the place with this faction. You're not playing them right. They have what's called a flow network, which it's kind of analogous to power line. You set up these power lines throughout your base, throughout the whole map, and not only does it provide power to your structures and anything else around it, it can provide a mode of travel for your units. Your units can go up on the power line, move across, and it's a method of moving across the map extremely fast. Masari are more of your traditional RTS faction. They build all their buildings in one place, they build all their turrets, and it's like a turtler's race for RTS fans. They kind of turtle in and build turrets and defend their base because their structures are really valuable to them. They can upgrade their tech and build stronger and stronger units. If you let a Masari unit sit around and not poke at them, they're going to build some of the strongest units in the game and take down anything you have. So Universe at War will have general skirmish modes. 1 versus 1 will have up to 8 players on a single map. You can team up. We'll also be doing a global mode, which if you're familiar with Petroglyph's last game, Empire at War, it's kind of like that, and it's a risk type globe in that you can, you send your armies from territory to territory to take over that territory. Once you get in that territory, it starts a tactical battle that you can then build up your base and attack the other player's base. The multiplayer aspect of that, it's an extension of the global mode where you take over one territory at a time and you earn medals based on that. The medals you can then use later in other matches to give you little boosts. The release date for Universe at War is in October, a public beta that starts on the 29th of August. So that's coming up really soon. We'll get all the units balanced and tweaked from that. So if you want to get into the beta, then now's your chance. Go ahead and sign up.